Oh, hello, my friends. You just caught me here in my little distribution center. Well, we got a new script version. Just came in and we have to distribute it to the cast and the crew until tomorrow morning, which basically means just like a few hours, right? And if I say cast and crew, I mean cast and crew. A lot of people that need to get this script. Not only getting the script, getting it watermarked, of course, personal watermarks, and we also have to keep track of everything in our little distro log. So we have to know what crew and cast member has actually received what script version and when. Well, I'm telling you, all this can be done in Yamdu like with one single click and one step, and it will save you hours and hours of work. So welcome to a new video for all you hardworking people on set and in the production office, and today's topic is file distribution and watermarking. All right, let's talk about file distribution. And as you can know, distributing files can mean kind of any type of production document. But today, let's focus on the script. As you know, usually on a screenplay, we need to put the individual name of an actress, of a financing partner, of our crew members on each single page of every new script version. Not only here for Meryl Sweet, our beloved actress, but actually also for all our cast and crew members. And as you can see, this pile of scripts has been growing and it's also becoming quite unstable. So let's be careful for now, but maybe by the end of this video, maybe I'm going to push it, right? But let's first see what we can do in Yamdu. So in Yamdu, basically, you can combine the file distribution part, the file storage part, the file watermarking part, and also the tracking part all in one step. So let's dive into Yamdu. And first we will go into our files and documents section. So here you can store all kinds of documents, but let's first go into the script and development area and then into script. So here I asked our writers to just upload the latest version of the screenplay. So in this case, it might be Love at Sunset script version 5. It has already put name on the script, in this case, Frederick Raymond, my username in this project. And of course, another user would see his or her name on it. And you can also see the comments. So maybe it doesn't even need to leave Yamdu, and you can basically just discuss things or comment things right within Yamdu. I can also click, of course, on the distribution part, and I basically have immediately access to my cast and crew area. So which means I can just click my crew members and then continue with the distribution part. By the way, you can also search for crew or cast members like Meryl Sweet, and here she is, and I can also add her to my recipient list. Then in the next step, basically I just need a subject line like new script version 5, and you can add a message, hello, script version 5 is attached. Best, and so on and so on. You also have your signature that you can, of course, change. So I would change it into Frederick Raymond and Frederick and so on and so on. So basically you get the idea. You have your own personal signature part that of course will be reused for your project until maybe you edit it again. So then you can also send yourself a copy. You can also attach files from the files and documents section right from in the distribution feature. And of course, we have again access, and we could also select multiple files. But in this case, I would just leave it with this one script version. So what we can also do is we can send ourselves a test email just to see if everything works correctly, or save it, of course, as a draft and distribute it later. But in this case, let's just hit send. Basically, we'll now send the file with individual watermarks to all our recipients, which is great because it was just a couple of clicks for me, and it basically distributes to all our cast and crew member if I want. And it just takes seconds, and it has all files individually watermarked with the names of the recipients. By the way, you can also say that Yamdu should also print the the name in the watermark of the person who has actually distributed it or who has created a file version with a certain watermark. So that's kind of also a way to track kind of the origin of a distribution action. All right, once I hit send, it also opens the report section. So in the report section, I can see also for previous versions if something was delivered, green, but also if problems have occurred, like here, red block. But for those who got the version, you can clearly see they have all individual watermarks, and it's absolutely clear who got what version of the script. Now, another cool thing is that you can also do all the distribution work right from within the distribution center of Yamdu. So you don't need to go into files and documents first. So for that, I go into distribution and I'm in the tab file distribution, as you can see. And here I can see a lot of things that have already been sent out. And of course, I could also access my drafts. And you have a nice overview of what has actually happened, including potential conflicts that might have occurred. You see the recipients, you see the shared files. So it's kind of one cockpit for your distribution work. And of course, you can also start your entire distribution process right from within this. And then again, I can select my recipients and I can go on with the file and distribution part as I've done it before. But in this particular case, of course, if I want to attach files, I basically need to go into the file selection as what we've seen before. All right, my friends, that's it, how you can do file distribution and automated watermarking within Yamdu. If you think this video was useful, then please drop a like and leave a subscribe. And always remember, she works hard for the money, right?